I just did Kambo. I don't know how the fuck it got me that good. But it got me good.
Here at the editing bay. Today, we're gonna do something I normally never do. I'm gonna put some people on blast. Never done this before, but these people are the most people that deserve it the most of everyone I know. Some tea time today. So gorgeous. Oh.
I hate it when I get mosquito bites because they just itch forever. That's my tattoo. It's not a mosquito.
An interesting video for the video, guys.
Mosquito spray. Putting a bunch of chemicals all over me on this thing. Just get these away.
Did you know that they use paint thinner for this? What's up, y'all? Oh my god. What is up? Welcome to Crystal Fling channel. Crystal Fling channel. Crystal Fling channel. Plug it up, hey, hey. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to the one, the Chris, the O-Fling, who isn't working out anymore because I've been trying to get back into making videos and I have like a girlfriend now, and so I'm just like have no time and I'd like to chill. So today we are gonna be talking about a very interesting story that I have from my journeys in Mexico. This is, I mean, it's a long story and I don't really know where to start, but you probably saw the thumbnail and the title of this video, so you kind of get a gist. The treatment center that I lived at and worked with the owner, it changed. There was this lady that was a very leader in this community that I was at. Beautiful girl. There were really no other females around the part of Mexico that I was at. I mean, there were Mexican chicks, but we didn't really speak Spanish fluently. So basically everyone that worked at the treatment center, other than me, had a huge crush on her. But it caused a bunch of drama with the other people, the other medicine givers and the staff at the center. So they were all gossiping and it was like everyone was divided. The energy was weird. The vibes were awkward as heck. So the owner had this bright idea, which I think I tried to tell him it was a bad idea. I said, it's a bad idea, dude. You should not do this. So he basically hired two medicine givers, not medicine givers, manipulative, awful people using medicine for their own financial and personal egotistical gain. Graham and Lulia Maria Aquila, or that's what she calls herself, Aquila. I don't know if that's her real name or not, but it's what her Instagram used to be before I can't find it anymore because they don't like me. These guys were the worst people. One of the, probably some of the, the worst, actually, the worst people I've ever met in my life. She almost fucking killed me, which you will see in a little bit. I had heard about them just like causing fights out of nowhere, specifically Graham, because Graham and Lulia weren't together. I'm gonna say these motherfuckers' names. You know, no one else's names, but their motherfucking names, blast, man. And they really wronged me, like, very personally, which you'll hear about, not just the death thing. So they started working there, and at first some things were okay, but the whole vibe was different. It wasn't spiritual. It was like, we're gonna do some healing today, guys. We're gonna get some yoga on, stretch the legs, stretch the arms. It's just like, it's not the kind of flowing, like, meditative practice that I'm used to at this center. What the hell is going on? I ended up going through a hard period in my life and I wanted to do some more ceremonies. I tried a Kambo frog ceremony. I actually did it twice, and the first time was fine. It was very gentle and light. But the second time, I could not breathe.
I'm really nervous. My heart is racing a little bit.
I wish I had a video of me in that moment, but no one wanted to film me, and I think even if they were, they would have stopped. But I wish they were! Like, no! Fuck me! No! Oh, it's on. I thought my microphone wasn't on. So I did a Kambo frog ceremony, which is a medicine from the jungle, the Amazonian jungle, sacred medicine, but it's not psychoactive. It's not, you don't feel anything in your brain, like see anything, but it is kind of psychoactive because it releases endo opioids in the body, like dermorphine, and different things, which are very good painkillers and non-addictive painkillers. It's not really something you feel, you just feel generally better. So, what this ceremony is basically there was this guy and he had all these this lymphatic disease, and he was in the Amazon, and this is how the story goes. And basically this guy was doing ayahuasca, and then the ayahuasca told him, hey, there's this frog, it looks like this, and if you go and you scrape off the sap on its skin and you make a wound on your body and you put it in the wound and then you take it off after a little while, then you'll feel better. It will cleanse your body and you will heal. And so therefore Kambo was discovered. It's basically an anaphylactic reaction that completely flushes out all of your lymph nodes, your gut, everything, and all of the deep stuff in there. And basically how it works is real simple. You make these burns on someone's back. Usually you use a stick or a twig or something, and then you light it until it's charred, and then you use that to just tap just a little bit, because you just need to break the first, maybe second layer of skin, not bloody. And as you're doing this, you're chugging 2 gallons of water, or is it 2 liters? It's 2 big ones, not gallons. You're chugging all this liquid, and then that way, they say the water is a vehicle for the toxins to leave your body, and it does actually remove toxins. It's helped people with a lot of things like cancer, and of course none of this is medical. It's not been proven by science, because we can only use drugs we can profit off of in the United States. Fuck, you can't profit off of a frog unless you're doing it to someone yourself, but you're not gonna get residuals from the prescription pharmaceutical company. Such bullshit. And it's an interesting journey because it feels like you're just letting go of and putting out all of this crap that's been in your system for. So it was my second time, and she burned 5 holes on my skin, and she put on 3 to start, and I started going into the experience. It's you get really hot at first, you feel like your skin is on fire, and then you're burning up, and then you start to puke a lot, and I had to actually try to get myself to puke, but I think the second time I just couldn't puke because it was so strong. Your muscles start to vibrate, and what happened to me, which didn't happen the first time, and I've never seen anyone else have this reaction, is I started to get all cramped up, and it got to the point where I literally could not move a fucking muscle, and I started to scream, help. Just let him go through it. And this is Lulia's problem. She likes to push people to the edge and past it, which can be a good thing, but you can't do that to another person, let alone someone who you're supposed to be serving sacred medicine. Very egotistical, very self-obsessed, self-absorbed. This bitch, I don't mean to say the B word, but man, this bitch, she would walk around being like, I am your medicine woman. Fuck. What the fuck are you?
Oh, gracias, me dice. Just one more. It's good. That's good. It's electricity moving into you. Okay? Just one more dot. I didn't even up you that much. We're gonna take it gently. Strong but gentle, my darlings. How we need to learn to move through the world. Strong but gentle, with strength and grace. Good job, Chris. Good job. A little bit more water.
My one other friend actually had a story on ayahuasca where he said she was singing this song, and then there was this dark energy that it felt like was coming out of him, and he was kind of calling to her stop, stop, this is dark energy. And he was telling me this story, right? And then later I see them at Temazcal together, and Lulia's like, oh yeah, that one time when you were on ayahuasca and you were like, stop, I was singing that song, and then I just kept going, get it out, just pushing it past the edge. And she was like laughing about it, joking around, and of course my friend just kind of plays along, but that's so fucked up. So like a couple minutes pass, and I think I'm starting to freak the fuck out inside. And then Zoe walks in and saves the day, and she rubbed it off, and she basically like, you know, it interjected and forced Lulia to take the medicine off, and she did, and I was better.
I just did Kambo. I don't know how the fuck it got me that good. But it got me good. I look like shit. Holy fuck.
I'm gonna be playing videos from my journey that I do have throughout this video, so check them out. And this is me after Kambo. Yeah, my Kambo review is about a 7 out of 10. It's a hard one to do. It's only physical though, so if you're like me and mental stuff is usually harder for you know, it's easier than psychedelics in that way. However, it's still a mind trip because you feel like you're, well, you feel like what it is, you feel like you're being poisoned. And so, you know, it's scary, but different type of scary. I really think it would shine well if you have like heavy stuff that you need to detox, or you've been trying to get out of your system for a really long time, like if you've been if you've been like a heavy alcoholic, for example. I also think it's a really good thing if you have chronic pain or some sort of specific medical condition that you think it could help with. 6, 7 out of 10. Would I recommend? Sometimes. So let's get back to Graham and Lulia, because I just want to give you guys a more full picture of how crazy these fucking people are. And also to stay away from them. The last I heard, they were somewhere in Texas doing a psychedelic treatment center in the United States. In Texas, of all places, where it's hella illegal. They fucking illegalized abortion, dude. What the result was of them working at the center is they took over the entire treatment center. And I knew they were gonna do that because the owner was never there anyways. And you know, they're not just gonna get paid like a couple thousand from him like every once in a while. They're not gonna do that. They're gonna try to take the center for themselves. So these motherfuckers literally just told the owner, fuck off. It's our center now. I don't know what you're gonna do. And the owner couldn't really do anything because it's all unregulated in Mexico. What is he supposed to do? Like, say to them, I'm gonna come there, and only thing that would work is a threat. We're all Americans in a foreign country without visas. So, the owner sort of just let it go. And Graham and Lulia took over, and everything was fucked. Temazcal was now twice a week, which is way too much. It was lazy Temazcal on top of that, with shitty songs, and like lack of attention to detail and to the spiritual process. We're gonna sweat together. It's not a fucking sweat. It's a ceremony, and so as they're running this treatment center, they tell all of us, everyone that's kind of living there, working there a little bit, you gotta post our shit everywhere. We need to get clients in, we need to make money, and don't worry, we'll compensate you guys for getting clients in. We'll give you it, like it'll be good. And then one day Graham sits me down and he's like, Chris, I have a proposition for you. So we take this center from the owner, right? And then we're gonna get like 5, 6 clients in here paying 15, 20,000 a month. And then we'll just be riding chilling. And I was like, dude, you have the wrong intentions. You're gonna get fucked in the ass. I was not about it. I remember I just kind of was like, oh yeah. Never talked to him about it. And this really offended them because they really wanted to work with me. They wanted me to promote their stuff and take pictures of them. And I just couldn't do it. I never took like psychoactive medicine with them. And so I go back to the States for a little while, and I leave, you know, some of my stuff because I lived at this center for so long. And you know, my TV was there, for example, my YouTube plaque, a bunch of other things, monitors, like just small random stuff I'd collected over the years that other people are now using that are in treatment, healing from really hard parts of their life. I grabbed all the important stuff, obviously, the most important stuff, not all of it though. And I just came back, and these motherfuckers, they're just like, what are you doing here? And I was like, well, I'm just coming back. Like, I don't have to stay here. If like, they fucking kicked me out because they were butthurt that I didn't want to promote their fucking bullshit and work with them. And because I wasn't involved in all of the hard, heavy duty labor they were making everybody else do. They had all these people just sober, just recently recovered from fentanyl addiction, all that shit. Do this heavy labor, cut the wood. We can't buy wood. You gotta cut it for us using your chainsaw, motherfucker. They probably even made the guy buy gas. And then, you know, continual guarantees of making money. Like, oh, you'll make money, like we'll pay you. Don't worry, we'll compensate you once we get things going. They get like 4 or 5 clients in there, basically took advantage of their parents. And when they did, they were completely fucked up. For example, one time I heard they did an ayahuasca ceremony, but they didn't have enough ayahuasca. So they were like, we'll do a ayahuasca ceremony, which is mushrooms plus one of the plants, the non-psychedelic one, in ayahuasca. But they didn't do that. They did ayahuasca, which is DMT plus an MAOI, plus mushrooms on top of it. So you're tripping on 2 different things at the same time that are completely affecting different parts of the body. I heard it was so crazy. I heard people were screaming at the top of their lungs, and like the neighbors got all mad. So glad I didn't have to be a part of that or even be around that. Thank you. I heard it was just total bullshit. They weren't doing anything. They were always leaving to the United States and having old clients run the treatment center. Which, I mean, everyone kind of did that to some extent, but with limitations and with other staff that weren't clients also working there. The icing on the cake was when I noticed I couldn't find a bunch of my stuff, and luckily my friend helped me find my TV, which was hidden in a back room. But these motherfuckers, they stole my YouTube plaque, my 1,000,000 subscribers YouTube plaque. They fucking stole it. I've been so sad about that. And Graham and Lulia, if you ever see this video, you're the closest to hatred that I've ever felt about a person. What you do is so horrendously immoral. And now you're running, of course, this fucking poor fentanyl addict that's parents trusted these people and gave them money as a last resort. And what are they doing? They're chilling in their property that they bought with all that money in Texas, and probably doing it to more people. They fucking stole my YouTube plaque. I was so angry for so long. But, you know, life goes on. And I learned later that even though I don't have my 1,000,000 subscribers YouTube plaque, I still earned it. And it was the original YouTube plaque, because I'm an original fucking YouTuber. You know, I saw this shit from the early days, dog. I saw this from the beginning of the YouTube. I remember watching Make Me Bad, fucking Smosh, when they had like 100,000 subscribers. Ray William Johnson was #1 for the longest time. That's my original YouTube plaque, because I'm an original YouTuber. Don't work with them. I don't normally put people on blast like this, but these people are dangerous to society in a very creepy and scary way. And I hope if they see this that they'll open their minds and hearts enough to be able to hear the underlying message other than just our personal differences. Because I'm sure people have tried to explain to them, but the way they operate is truly evil. Even if that's not their intention. Even if they're just dumb or don't understand. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching my video, for listening to my story about Kambo, my Kambo journey, for listening to this rant about these people. I had thought about making a video about these guys for the longest time, but I was so mad, I didn't know what to do. Fuck you, nature! Okay, give this video a big old thumbs up. Like it. Let me know if you guys have any other stories, interesting stories about crazy people that have done something that seems like it's good, but then they totally messed up the whole process and made it evil. Subscribe to my channel for new videos every single week about psychedelics, about medicine, about healing and growing yourself. And yeah, I love you guys so much, and I will see you next Wait. And follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Oh, and Snapchat. I had to